The Walking Dead issue 169. Alright, this is going to be my review for The Walking Dead issue 169 called Lines We Cross. Now, if you're wondering what the comic in the back of this one is, bam! Extremity issue 5. Extremity, not Extremity. Extremity issue 5. So I got Extremity issue 5, which was also released today, along with The Walking Dead issue 169. Pick this up at your local comic book shop. Let's get into the review of our monthly Walking Dead single issue 169. I keep saying that same number, but 169. That's weird. Alright, let's get right into it. So, I thought this was a great issue. I thought that it's a great first issue for The Walking Dead Volume 29. Volume 28 will be coming out, I believe, next month, if I'm not mistaken, or September. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look into that, so I apologize, but I don't know the exact date. Okay, so here's the cover, which this cover is so misleading, but kind of has something to do with the issue, if that makes any sense. So, you got Rick on his knees, really cool. We got Dwight pointing a gun, really at his head. And this is, again, misleading, but it's building to maybe this occurring. So this might be a picture of the future, okay? So let's get right into this issue. Spoiler warning, if you have not read The Walking Dead issue 169, let's get into this. So we start off with a really emotional talk between Carl and Lydia, and she's asking him about things, and he basically talks about Billy and Ben, and he talks about how he killed Billy and Ben, and how basically he never told Andrea that he killed Ben because Ben killed Billy, right? If you guys remember that. But apparently he tells Andrea, and she actually cries, but then she says, "I love you." So I'm guessing that was in the time skip between the All Out War and the New Beginning. He probably told her around that time. So really cool. Then we have, so we have the grave, Andrea Grimes, right? So really cool. Then we got a conversation between Maggie and Rick, which this was awesome. She's talking about Glenn a little bit and how, why are you letting Negan out of the jail cell, right? I like Maggie's little response down here. That's really kind of you, right? So that's hilarious. But I really like her dialogue in this one, and she doesn't trust Negan, and she wants Dante at the end of this issue to spy on Negan and look, just kind of follow him and look at where he's going right here. Right, so that is crazy, man. So we'll have to see if Negan catches him. If he catches him, I still don't trust Negan right now, but he might be trustworthy. He might not be. Who knows at this point, really? Okay. So then we got Eugene on the radio talking to Stephanie again, which this thing has been going on forever. And then we have Rick, who comes at the door, and I forget what he says. Tell me about the radio. I could see Andrew Lincoln saying this when I saw that. Tell me about the radio, Eugene. So I'm really excited to see that in the TV show if they get to this point. And he talks about it, and Eugene says that she'll only talk to him. And then Rick Grimes comes on, hello, I'm Rick Grimes, and she basically talks about how she has a community, and how Rick Grimes says we have over 100 people that we're taking care of and feeding and all that stuff. So Rick's talking to Eugene, and they're going to go to Stephanie's, her community, right? So obviously there's going to be some trouble along the way. We see that there's this princess character, so we'll have to see what's going on. Of course, in the cover of next issue 170, we do see Michonne and them. They're out. Magna and all them, they're out on the road on their way. So it could even be a bottle issue, like a bottle issue where it's just about them four, and it's only them. We don't see anybody else in the issue. It's possible they could make like a bottle issue or something. Yeah, they could do that. I don't mind. I really don't. I really want to see what's going to happen with them. So, yeah. But they don't really do bottle issues, so maybe that won't happen. Except they've done a few with Carl before, but not many. So, yeah. Then we have Rick, who's talking to Jesus. Jesus is not going to leave, and he says that Aaron's not going to leave either. Man. Okay, so then we got a conversation between Rick and Dwight about leadership, fight for leadership. and we'll have to see what happens. But Rick says, I was just defending myself. Sherry was out of control. Yeah, I needed to do something is basically what he's saying. So, yeah, really just fantastic dialogue between the two. Rick says this conversation is over, and Rick's basically telling him, don't make me snap. So, he has a lot of anger in him, and he doesn't want to let it out on Dwight. He's warning him. So, we'll have to see if Dwight turns on Rick, if he points a gun to Rick in the next couple issues, like in 172 or 173, or I don't know, and even in the next issue, we'll have to see. Yeah. So then we have Michonne visiting Rick at the grave for Andrea, and you know what? I really see Michonne and Rick getting together in the comics as well. I'm going to bet that I think that is probably what they're setting up. It's probably going to be at least 10, 20, maybe 30 issues away from now, but I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to connect the TV show and the comic, and it's going to be the same thing. Rick is going to end up with Michonne. It just happens later in the comics. So that gives me hope that they won't kill off Michonne in the TV series. Yeah, and then we see Carl, who says he wants to go back to Hilltop and start rebuilding with the others because they're going to go back and they're going to rebuild Barrington House. So Hilltop might not be 100% done. But Carl wants to leave because he doesn't want to think of all the happy memories with Andrea. So, yeah, that makes sense. So then we also got Negan packing up to leave, and Dwight's like, just get out of here, man. And then we also, so we see Negan on his jolly way, and we also see Dwight, who is basically... He needs to keep some people safe, and he's questioning Rick's leadership, as we saw. And then we see Magna, Michonne, and some of the others go out, and they go and they're gonna go and find Stephanie at her community, which could be the princess, maybe not, who knows. She didn't mention anything about a princess, so I don't know. Could be a group they want to run into along the way or something, because we saw the cover with a princess on it in the next couple issues. But the final page, really cool, where Dante is gonna watch Negan. So if Negan catches Dante, man, that'd be a pretty awesome. I actually want that to happen. I want to see what happens. And Negan's like, you following me? So we'll have to see where Negan's going to go. That's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with Negan. But this is a solid issue this month. Really enjoyed this month's issue. I hope you guys enjoyed my monthly review. If you do, please smash that like button. And I will see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. And I might do a Extremity issue 5 review, but I haven't reviewed issue 3 or 4 yet, so I might have to catch up on Extremity. So, guys, I will see you guys really soon. I've read... up to issue 4. I just haven't read issue 5 yet, but I haven't reviewed 3 and 4, so I'll have to catch up on that, maybe in the next couple days or so. So anyway, guys, I will see you guys really soon for another TWD video. Peace.